Good morning and hello, Supplee Church, Scouts of Troop 541 and 542, and families. For those that don't know me, my name is John Schultz, and I'm an Assistant Scoutmaster with Troop 542. I also served a time as the Scoutmaster of the troop, and I'm an Eagle Scout alumni as well. I'm coming to you from a Samaritan's Purse warehouse and operations center in Dallas, Texas. And I've been asked to take a few moments to share with you about the impact that scouting has had on my life. And while this certainly is a topic that's way too big to fit into just these few minutes today, I'll give it a shot. Just over a year ago now, in January of 2021, I was asked to go overseas to a small remote town in central Nigeria. For those that don't know, Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa, with nearly double the population of the runner-up, Ethiopia. And while my focus in this new endeavor would be as the construction manager for an in-progress nursing college and maintenance of a hospital compound, the real purpose of the trip was to share the love of Christ with the people of Egbe, Nigeria. As the only missionary for this work on the ground, I had an amazing opportunity to work directly with the local workers at the hospital and the associated nursing college. My leadership experiences through scouting and my construction background blended well as God led me through 3 months overseas. To give you a small idea of the work on the ground there, here's a short video segment made by a local photographer, giving just an overview of the project.
My name is John Schultz, for those of you that don't know me, from Harleysville, Pennsylvania. And we're here in Egbe, Nigeria. This is the site of the revitalization of the Ekwa Hospital Egbe, along with the Ekwa College of Nursing and Midwifery as well. And so surrounding me is actually the various new residential dorms or hostels that are going to be used by the students here. They house just over 100 students, I believe, right now, with the hopes to be doubling or tripling that in the near future. And so that's the current process going on here. Behind me, this job is actually to build a house for one of the staff that helps to oversee the students here. They call them a matron here. And so this will be a duplex. So far, this is about a week and a half worth of work that you've seen here. But overall, we've been here for about a year now. I actually arrived on site about 6 weeks ago, and my role here is as a temporary construction manager to be here until we have actually a full-time missionary and his family that are coming from Canada. And they'll be arriving in about a month from now. And so we overlap for about a month or so, and then I leave in the middle of May for him to continue the work with the folks on the ground here, with all the local workers that are here to continue this great work. So our main focus at this point is on the college, and to be able to finish on the residential side, and then begin work on some of the academic classrooms that are in major need of repair as well. And so that work will continue for at least another year or two. And so we'd love to see more folks out here if you're interested in coming. I arrived here February 17th, actually. Flew into Abuja, which is the capital here in Nigeria. Then about a 7-hour ride to come down on some bumpy roads to get down here into Egbe. This is actually my second trip here. I was here 8 years ago. There's been some massive changes. And so some of the greatest around the hospital are the rebuilding of the structures in the hospital, and the communication capability and the technology that we now have. And so my experience here has been really great to be able to connect with folks back in the States and in Canada, and having some somewhat constant cell phone connection here. The power grid and the cell phone connection is sometimes very spotty here, which makes things a little bit of a challenge when we're trying to work with people from all over the world, between the UK, Canada, the States, and obviously many folks here in Nigeria as well. But the experience has been great, working alongside with the local people here. The last time I was in Egbe, we were working with a lot of volunteers from the US and from Canada, which is another great way to work, but to be directly connected with the men here on site. and be able to join with them in devotions in the morning and mentoring and guidance throughout the day is a huge, just a huge blessing for me to be here with them.
Well, what an amazing opportunity that was to share the gospel and help others out on the other side of the world. And God is moving in powerful ways through the efforts of people just like you. But it doesn't take traveling to a remote village in an African country during the height of a worldwide pandemic to make a difference in someone's life. And one thing that Scouting has taught me over and over is that it takes all parts of a team to accomplish the goal. It took a team of friends, family, and strangers to help pray, plan, and make travel arrangements to allow God to use my hands and feet on the ground. After teaching and training many individuals at the hospital, there's now a much stronger team of local tradesmen that are continuing the work alongside a long-term missionary who arrived at the end of my term in Nigeria. As God's plans unfolded for me over the months that followed that trip last year, an opportunity arose at Samaritan's Purse in their U.S.-based disaster relief program. Some of you may know Samaritan's Purse from their Operation Christmas Child programs. And we always say that the application process for Eagle Scout mimics that of a job interview. And it's certainly true in many ways. And now, after years of coaching scouts through that, I now had to go through that same process myself with a multi-month application process with Samaritan's Purse. But I've now had the privilege of working with an amazing team since August of last year when I took the role of a program manager for U.S. disaster relief. And although multifaceted, my key responsibilities lie in incident management during emergency responses to natural disasters and equipping and training volunteers to help homeowners clean up after a natural disaster. While we certainly never predicate our assistance on the beliefs of a homeowner in need, the quality of the work we do is the platform for our witness to Christ's love and salvation through him. As our volunteers work, they have the opportunity to share what God has done in their own lives, and more importantly, to offer a listening ear to someone struggling. Sometimes listening is all it takes to show love and care for someone else. If you're interested in being a volunteer for U.S. disaster relief efforts, go ahead and visit spvolunteer.org or samaritanspurse.org just to see what's happening. Anyone 14 and older can volunteer, and there's no specific skills or experience needed, just a willingness to help and an open heart. I realize that I've spoken little about the direct impact that Scouting has had in my own life. But in reality, that's all I've talked about. Because Scouting is not a list of skill requirements or merit badges, but those things are used as a method to help guide young men and women to develop character, leadership, and citizenship. And throughout my travels working closely with people from around the world, the Scouting principles of integrity, putting others before yourself, and most importantly, keeping our duty to God as our top priority have helped guide me throughout life. Well, that's all I have for you this morning. So thank you for allowing me this little bit of time to share with you, and may God bless each one of you.